Namaste, welcome to RSV Group of Schools YouTube channel. Today we will discuss chapter 3rd of class 8 mathematics, understanding quadrilaterals. As we all know that what are quadrilaterals, a four-side closed figure is known as quadrilateral. But first of all we will discuss at there about curve. What is curve? A curve is a freehand figure, or we can say that a freehand figure is known as curve. For example, this one and this one. Okay, now in both of these examples we can say the first figure is a figure in which the starting and ending points are not joined together, but in the second figure we can say the starting and ending points are joined at one point. So that is example of curve. And now we can say that curve are of two types. First one is open curve, and that is the example of open curve in which the starting and ending points are not joined together, and that is the closed curve in which the starting and ending points are joined at any one point. Okay students, now that is curve. I am repeating again, a freehand figure is known as curve. Curve are of two types, open and closed. In open curve we can say that starting and ending points are not joined together, and in closed curve the starting and ending points are joined at any one point. Okay, now we will discuss about polygon. That is also a part of this. Now, what are the polygons? Polygon. We can say that a closed figure which is made by line segment is known as polygon. A closed figure made by line segment. Okay, for example, that is 1, 2, 3. There are three sides, three line segments I have taken, so that is a closed figure, and this is known as polygon. Okay, now we will discuss the classification of the polygon on the basis of sides. You can classification of polygon. It's depend on sides. For example, three sides. Three side polygon, we will make that figure at there. This one, three side polygon is known as triangle. Four side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four side polygon is known as quadrilateral. Fifth, third, five side polygon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a five side polygon which is known as pentagon. Okay, pentagon. And the last I am taking six side. The figure of six side polygon is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is known as hexagon. Okay, in this chapter we will study these types of polygon which are known as or part of understanding quadrilaterals. Now we will discuss about diagonals. What are diagonals? Diagonals, a line segment which joined by non-joint points or vertex. Let me take an example at there. You can see this one. That is a quadrilateral. Okay. Now in this, that is A, B, C and D. Now A is joined by B and A is joined by D. But A is not joined by C. So when we are just joining A to C, so that AC is the diagonal. And similarly, from point B, we can say that B is joined by A and C. So we will join B to D. So BD and AC are diagonals. Okay students, that is diagonal. Now we will take that how many types of polygons we have in this chapter. Okay, you can see polygons are of two types. First one is regular polygon and the second one is irregular polygon. Now, what are regular and what are irregular polygons? Regular polygons are those in which all the sides are equal to each other. For example, a square. In a square, all sides are equal, so that is known as regular polygon. And if we discuss about irregular polygon, then we can say, let me take an example of rectangle. That is a square and that is rectangle. In rectangle, as we know the properties of rectangle, that is opposite sides are equal to each other. This side means AB is equals to CD and AD is equals to BC. But they all are not equal to each other. That's why it is known as irregular polygon. I am repeating again. Polygon, first one is regular and second is irregular. In regular polygon, all sides are equal like a square. In irregular polygon, all sides are not equal or opposite sides are equal. Okay students, now we are discuss about polygons on the basis of diagonals. Okay, how many types of they have? First one is concave and the second one is convex. Now what are the concave and convex? Let me understand them by some examples. You can see this. First one is this, okay, and second I am taking the example, that is this. That is also polygon because that is a closed figure. Okay students, now when we are just draw the diagonals of these figure, okay students, in this figure we will draw the diagonals inside. Okay, now if we discuss about this figure, we can say that we are not able to draw diagonals inside. So we will join these points at the outside of the figure and this also like that. Okay, now in both of these figures we can say if the diagonals are drawn inside of the figure, so that is an example of convex. Okay, and if the diagonals are drawn outside of the figure, so that is an example of concave. For understand both of them, I will take two more examples at there. You can see this one and this one. Okay, now in this figure, when we draw the diagonals, they are drawn inside of the figure, so that is an example of convex. And in this figure, when we draw the diagonals like that, because these are outside points, so that is an example of concave. Okay students, now we will discuss about angle sum property. Means if a polygon like quadrilateral, triangle is given to us, so how we will find out that sum of all angles of interior angles. Okay, so for finding interior angles, we will take a formula, that is n minus 2 multiplied by 180. That is the formula for finding interior angles. Okay students, now how we can say that? First of all, we will take a polygon which is drawn by 3 sides. So we will put the value n is equals to 3. That is 3 minus 2 multiplied by 180. 3 minus 2, 1, and 1 multiplied 180 is equals to 180 degree. So we can say that sum of all interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Now we will take another example, 4 sides. Now we have to use the same formula. In this formula, n is equals to 4 we have. So 4 minus 2 multiplied by 180. We can say 4 minus 2 is 2. multiply 180 degree, that is 360. So sum of 4 angles of a quadrilateral is 360. Let me take one more side at there, like 5 sides. 5 minus 2 multiply 180 because 5 is end. 5 minus 2, 3 multiply by 180, that is 18 3s are 54. So that is 540 degree. So we can say that sum of interior angles of a 5 side polygon is 540 degree. Now students, we will take example for finding the interior value. Okay, that is the first one example in which 4 sides are given, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now that is a shape of quadrilateral. Now first one angle is 50 degree, second is 130 degree, third is 120 and fourth is x. We have to find out the value of x in this. Now how we will find out? We know that sum of all angles of a quadrilateral in which we have 4 sides, that is 360 degree. Okay, now we have to add all of these numbers. So we will add 13 plus 12 is equals to 25, 250 is there, plus x is equals to 360. Now we have to add 250 plus 50, that is 300. Okay, that is 360. Now we have to send this 300 in equal side. X is equals to 360 minus 300 degree. Okay, now when we subtract both of these, I got x is equals to 60 degree. So that is the value of x. Now we have to take one more example. That is my example number first, and now I am taking example number second at here. That is of regular polygon. Now you can see I am drawing at there a pentagon of 5 sides. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That is a regular polygon in which all sides are equal. Okay, so angles are not given, so we will take x at all the sides because in regular polygon angles are equal we have. Now in pentagon, the sum of all interior angles is, we can find out it by taking the formula n minus 2 multiply 180. N means number of sides, that is 5. 5 minus 2 multiply by 180, that is 3. 3 multiply 180 is equals to 540. So that is the sum of interior angles of a pentagon. Now we will take x plus x plus x plus x plus x. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is equals to 540. That is 5x is equals to 540 degree. Now we will send this 5 and divide. So x is equals to 540 upon 5. So what is the answer we have? That is 108. Okay students, that is the value of